Okay, hi everyone, and I'm really excited to talk to you about this update. The updates have been releasing slowly for the past few minutes, so you'll see a few changes in your builder system. The first change that you'll notice is the menu at the top. The written text is gone, but there's a little help pop-up. So there's your builder, your store, your contacts, your appointments, messaging workflows, your emails, automations, those kinds of things. And then you'll see a new one, which is the community widget, which has been added, which I will go through and demo in a few minutes. So this is the first thing that you'll notice is a slightly new look and feel in the top menu. The other thing that you'll notice is in your dashboard also has a bit of a new look and feel, which is quite nice. It's got this is just a demo account, so it's not really going to show you much, but it's got a nice, clean look and feel and a bit more information about about your account, about your billing, your add-ons, and things like that. All right, so those are the two user interface changes that you'll notice. Then the nice new widgets in your widget menu. The entire menu looks a little bit different. Some things have been moved around, and there are a few new ones. So the first new one that I quickly want to chat about is the video playlist. You still have the old video widget as you've always had, but then you've got the added video playlist, and I'll demo each one of these for you very quickly. I'm not going to go into too much detail on these. There's already help files, and you will also receive a link to a more in-depth video on this after the meeting. But the video playlist allows you to upload videos to add videos into the system. You've got an entire video library that you can build in here, which is great. You can set your specific styles and then add in things like titles, descriptions, reactions, comments. People can comment on your videos now. You can allow one video to be marked as watched manually or marked as watched when the video is finished, which is great for the learner management system, tracking students for like the proper online courses side of it. You can display it either as a video with a sidebar or a grid of videos. And I'll show you an example of this a little bit later. So that's the new video playlist widget, which is fantastic. Then the other new widgets is the circle widget, which is basically just where you can show off your circles. Now, this one won't have any because I haven't built one yet in this demo account. But if you've got multiple circles, essentially a circle is a standalone little community. So you can have multiple circles inside of your account, and this widget will allow you to showcase all those different circles that you've got. Then the circles widget might get a little bit confusing, but this widget is where you actually build the circle itself. Now, again, it's not showing us anything because I haven't built one yet. We'll jump into that now. Then, and it's making it very small now. Then the next widget is the comments area. Now, the comment area is similar to what a Facebook group post would look like. You can create a similar post to what a Facebook group has with images, videos, and your own text that you want to add in. People can then, other community members can then reply to that post and you can start a conversation. They can react on it. There's emojis built in, very nice feature. So it's typical like your Facebook group style commenting or posting. The discussions widget is more like Slack. It's like a chat widget where you can have multiple chat threads, each one with its own little topic. You can have discussions. People can reply to your chats, your comments. You can react to them. You can even tag other members. So it's great for between you and your team, or for making announcements into your community. There's a lot of different ways that you can use this feature, having multiple chats inside of one discussion widget. Then we've got reviews. Very nice Google style reviews where people can give you a star rating and actually leave you a comment or a text review. Then the walls and the forums. This is typically like a Reddit style wall or a forum where you've got multiple discussion boards like bulletin boards where people can join into a specific topic, and you can run polls. And again, people can reply, react, and comment on your posts that's created inside of this. So these are the new widgets that's been launched. So the menu has changed a little bit. You can just familiarize yourself with the new layout of this menu. All right, let's jump in to the circles, which we are here for. Okay, now if you go to the community tab, you've got a brand new menu that you'll see on the side. And if you have not created any community yet, it will ask you to create your first circle. So there's a getting started tab, your dashboard, which will show up all the stats of your community, like the new enrolled members, new orders, because you can actually also do sales through your community. What revenue you have, how many paying members you have, content completed when you track your content and things like that. Then you can also track your content, which is then your courses, and I'll show this to you also. You can track specific content, or it will actually show all the content. And then if you have paid content, you can track that separately. Then in the circles tab, this is where your separate circles or your separate communities will live, where you can access each one individually, build each one individually, um, uh, as needed. You can have one circle, or you can have one specific circle in a group of multiple circles for various reasons, different courses, or whatever the case is. Then you've got a members menu. Now, this members menu, you've got now two. This might get a little bit confusing. You've got a members menu here, and you still have your members section in your contact CRM. They are similar, and it is a website member. These members are still just a website member that register to get access if your community is not open. If you lock it for members, they will show up here. Here you collect data on them, things like name, email address, whatever information you want. But this is also where you would track your students if they have tracked course content. It will show up under their membership profile over here. And this is one of my favorite new features is moderation. You can now, not only for the new widgets, but also for any video, your blog posts, or any other thing that you had on your website, you can now moderate your comments. Anyone that creates a post or that replies to a post or leaves a comment in a chat, you can either block all of that and have it waiting in the approvals tab, or you can have it all published but moderated and then either remove or delete or edit any of those comments or posts. Then you've got a settings tab where you can name your community, your main community URL. So how this will work is you will have your main website / whatever name you give it over here, which will be community or whatever you want to name it, and then the circle URL. So if you go back to the circles tab, I mentioned that you can have multiple circles. Each one will get its own URL where you can then redirect your members to. And then you've got a custom template, or you've got a template page that you can customize. This falls under the Builder System Pages. It's another system page that has been added additionally into your website. And this is very basic, just your main website with a community widget, like any normal page, you can go and custom that. Okay, let's jump into one of the communities or one of the circles. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I just want to showcase one or two nice features. And as I mentioned, help files is already available on most of this, and those that are not available will be available within the next few days. So, if you want to create a new circle, we've got a few very nice templates. So if you look at things like academies or online courses, these are specifically if you want to host an online course or some sort of an academy where you want to track users, and it's purely designed for giving them content that they paid for and giving some sort of a support, a chat, or whatever the case is. You can also host your challenges, which the two of these are very similar in terms of an online course or a challenge. We will add more templates to this in future. Under all categories, there's a bunch of different styles of templates that you can go and play with. There's just like if you want to do video streaming, either this one or that one, similar to what a Netflix or just a normal video streaming platform would look like. There's templates for just when you want to engage in chat with them and maybe give a video here and there. So I encourage you to go and play around with these. Go and have a look at what the templates are. Drag them into your account and see what works for you. Figure out what will work nice for you in terms of your business and your needs. All right, let's load one of them. Let us, I'm not sure what this one will look like, but let's have a look. Let's name this one uh, Demo Circle number 1. So this will now load it into your Circles tab and open up a Builder widget. Now this is exactly as your normal page builder would be. You've got your menus on the side, your widgets on the side that you can drag in. And these widgets you can pull into any page of your website. They're not limited to the circles. It's a normal standard widget that you can add. So you've got your normal widgets menu. Then you have a page settings menu, and this page and the analytics for this page. Those two are directly related to the page that you selected over here in this menu. And then you can preview it. That settings icon and for the introductions page, that settings icon is exactly the same menu. Then at the top, these are your circle-wide settings. So you've got a separate settings menu for the circle, your styling for the circle, and then analytics and a bunch of other info. Now, as I mentioned, this is a normal drag and drop builder. You've got your blocks, you've got your columns, and you've got all your widgets inside. So you can add from any of the templates anything that is in the system already. All right, let's have a look at one or two of the features quickly. So let me see if this demo or with this template, I think there is some videos in here. Right, here we go. So let's first start with the videos and video hosting. You'll see that you can, oh, hold on. Before we do that, let me just explain to you what's going on in this menu. So you've got pages and you've got page groups, which is essentially like a folder, right? So this module 1, you'll see there's a little plus on the side. That is a folder and it contains multiple pages. So if I click there, it will open up the separate pages that I can edit. All right. And then I can add pages inside of each one of these. So you can add as many pages or as many folders as you'd like. And you can also move these around as you like. So you'll see that these pages have got a little grayed out check mark, which means that we are tracking the video views or the completion on this page. Now, if a video is watched or if this video is marked as watched, that will turn into a little green tick mark and your completion rate will adjust 1 to 7. People can, on your video, comment or give a reaction, tag, or post anything onto this video that they want. Let me see if we've got different widgets. Yes, we have. All right, so let's quickly talk about the video widget. This is the normal um, single video view, right? So there's one video that's uploaded, and this, by the way, this is the new playlist feature. I'm not going to go into the old video feature because you guys know this. The video playlist you can have as a single video, or if you feel like you still want to do a link like the old school version, you can also do that. So this, in this example, is a single video. We can add or remove controls, use the video loop as a thumbnail. So it takes a few seconds and it just takes like a screenshot and use that as a thumbnail. You can have it as an autoplay, loop the video where it will loop a specific area of the video that you can select, pause video and lost focus, keep your video aspect ratio, show the video title and the description, show the comments below the video, show manually marked as watched, show the reactions and the number of views. So if I put on number of views for argument's sake, there you'll see the number of views. There's the mark as watched. You can view all the comments. So this is what a single video view or a single video would look like in the new widget. Now, if we add multiple videos, this is what a playlist would look like. So this one has got 4 videos in it, listed just by name. So if I go into the settings of this video, and you can obviously change the styling will show a little thumbnail. It's got the same settings as the previous one, show title, description, reactions, comments, all of those things. But you can decide if you now want to show it as a list or as a grid. So in a grid, it will show up like this, and you can select the number that you want to display in a row. You can then also add your videos, reshuffle them or reorder them rather, and add videos as needed. You also have now access to a video manager, which is similar to your normal media manager, but it's just for videos where you can create folders and all of that. So if you want to, this is a folder that contains 4 videos. If you want to add all 4 videos, you select the folder, or you can go into the video folder and select whichever videos you want. Then it even shows you all the video views, and you can get analytics on any of these videos, which is great. So this is what a playlist video would look like. Then the last one that I want to show you, so this one is laid out uh, as a grid. So it's essentially the same as the previous one, but I now want to show this as a collection. So now what happens is you can give a thumbnail and a collection name to a collection of videos. Now it shows as one image. As soon as you hit play, it will open up all 4 videos in this playlist in a grid. And it will show you that there are 4 videos in this collection, what the total length is and all of that. So this is nice if you're a little bit limited on space on your page and you've got 16 videos, but you want to load them in 4 different collections, or you can arrange them by theme or, whatever the case is. So that is a very quick basic overview of the new video playlist widget. Let's have a look at this course discussion tab. Now this contains the discussions widget, which is, if we go into the widgets, it is this discussions widget. This is, like I mentioned, your normal Slack style chat where you can have multiple channels. So if I go into this, I can add a channel into this one. So I'm just going to add that one in for now, and I can decide whether this is open to all members, admin and moderators only, or admins only. And then I can name this whatever I want to name it, and I can reorder. Now you can view this as multiple channels. You can view this as a single channel. And when it's multiple channel, you can also decide whether you want to view, let me move this out of the way, whether you want to move it in a column view, where you've got your multiple channels, or in a row view, or then in a sidebar view that we had now. And then you've got a bunch of different settings inside of each. You can adjust your fixed height to use dark theme and light theme. So that is a quick overview of the discussions, and people can. It's a chat. It's like a normal having a conversation with someone where they can comment and tag you and react to these posts. Let's see. Okay, I don't have another widget in here, so let's drag one in. Let's have a look at the comment area. Okay, so the comment area is now, um, let's do demo comment area, and we create a new thread for this. And I want to select that all members can post in this or admins only, which is great for things like announcement. If it's left to all members, this will become like your Facebook group post wall style thing, right? Require approval for new comments, allow images, and allow mentions. So you can tag people or they can upload images. What order do you want the comments to display? The initial number of comments to display. You want to enable reactions and use dark or light theme. So after the changes I made, let me move that new widget into this block and I can hide that block for now. So that's what it would look like. And there's your comment wall. So someone can create a post, they can add an image, you can react or comment on that post. All right, then let's delete this widget and let me show you the wall and forum widget. So here it's you'll see that these settings are very, very similar for all of these things, right? This will be a demo wall. So I want to, let's say that I want to list it as a single wall. This is great for things like announcements, or if you want to run a poll, you can have different reactions on posts and comments, and I'll show you all of that now. You can then either have it as a full post or a compact view. You can also decide if you want to have it as a single wall or multiple walls. And if you have it as multiple walls, we can add more into this. So let's create another one. Yes, I want to. Let's say demo wall number 2. And now you've got two walls and it can show you the posts inside of those walls. Now, let's say the first one is a normal conversation. I just want to make this a bit smaller. Right, so the first one is like a normal conversation. You are discussing a topic, let's say design topics, and people are sharing information, giving tips and help, or people help others and give tips and tricks, rather. You can decide whether you want to see the comments below or in a sidebar inside of the chat. Who can post? You require approval. And then who can comment on those posts. Then you can also decide whether you want to add a separate description, show additional group colors, or add an image to this. Then, what else can I show you about the walls? Let me quickly think. There was one feature that I thought of earlier. I can't remember what that was now. Not required approval. Who can post? I actually cannot remember what the other thing was that I wanted to show you in here. Okay, well, So let's go with that for now. So this is what the walls would look like. You can reorder these, add as many as you want, and then this will be, as mentioned, your typically Reddit style, uh, like your Reddit style bulletin boards. That's the word I'm looking for, bulletin boards. All right. What other feature is there? Oh, the reviews feature. Let me delete this one. The new reviews feature is similar to what your Google reviews would look like. So let's name this demo review. Okay, and there it creates the widget for you, and you'll see it's a very similar to look to what your Google reviews would look like. Now, a word of caution about this. This is the star ratings. If someone gives, so when you want to test your own, create like a test one first. But when someone gives a star rating that cannot be changed and it cannot be removed. If someone gives you a 1 star rating, it's done. You've got that rating. So it's a very accurate review system. When it comes to people leaving a comment, because they can give you a star rating and then also leave you a text comment, those can be moderated just to get rid of profanity, or if someone's really upset about something, foul language, whatever the case is. The comments on the reviews you can moderate or remove, but the stars you can't. So you can select whether you want to require approval, who can reply to those reviews. Is it open for all members or just you and your team? And do you want to approve new replies? Will you allow images in these comments? And then just some styling options. So it's a very nice way to get reviews now directly on your website without needing to link with Google or have some sort of a synchronization thing going. Great. All right, let's have a look at some of the basic settings. You can obviously do some styling with your circle. You can have a add and expand collapse button. You'll see it's a little button over there, which allows you to expand and collapse your menu. And then you can do a lot of custom styling for your overall uh, circle. And I want to invite you to go and play with it. You can add a profile button because each member gets his own little profile. You can add your image, your name, your email address, your social media links, a little bio about yourself. It's a proper place where you can connect with others and see all the information if you set it up like that. You can add some colors, changed how what the look and feel of the system is. Your circle image, which is that main image over there, the text styling, overall text styling for your entire circle, your icon styling, which is the icons that's used in your menus, and then where do you want to show your submenus, like this little plus or negative. This one is set to inline below the group name. We can put it in a slide menu over, so it will do this, where you can go back and forth. Or, no, not there, I want to go to styling. Or it will be in its own sidebar navigation with its own little styling, and that will show up like that. All right. So let's collapse this again back to that one. There we go. Then let's go into the settings. You can name your circle, which I would obviously do. That's the name will show up there, and give each circle its own unique URL. You can show your circle members at the top there. Show a circle description if you want, and then if you want to track progress or not. Then I'll get to the access levels now, but you've got some basic categories that you can do, or styling, which is the same as that styling menu. All right. So access levels can be either open, which means that anyone can join. It's like an open Facebook group community. Anyone can literally come in and start communicating with you. For logged in members, if you have already in your Stacklii CRM multiple memberships, any one of those members can get access to this circle as long as they are logged into their account. Members of a group means that you lock this for a specific membership group in your CRM. So if you've got in your CRM already 2 or 3 memberships or courses with those specific names, you can allocate this community to that one specific membership group. Or if you want people to pay to get access, you can add in a payment wall. Now, obviously, this is all grayed out because this is a trial demo account that I created. But as soon as you put in a payment required, it will actually give a payment form before someone can join this community. So that is the main settings. For the pages themselves, if you go into, and it's got the normal page settings as you know from the default builder, but in the page settings, there's a few different things that's not normal to the normal pages. The name's the same, the URL's the same, they stay unique. You can add in a page description, which will add a little description underneath. You can hide this page. So the nice thing is if your community is active and you are building new pages or new course pages that you want to launch, you can hide them while you are building and testing those pages before you make them live to your community. Access level is exactly the same as I just showed you, or if you have settings set in your main level, you can just tell this one to inherit from the parent. So if a page is set like that, it will inherit from the main settings or main access levels. And if a page inside a folder is set to inherit, it will inherit from the folder settings. So that's the access level here. But here's the nice feature now for course creators. Each specific page, you can select when that content should be available. Once a member join your circle, must it be available right away? Do you want a drip release? So each page will release every second day or whatever the case is. And then after a completion of another page or course, which I'll show you inside the lesson modules, or you can schedule for a specific day or time, which is very nice. Then you can track the content for that specific page. For this one, we're not going to track, but we track on those. I'll show you them. And then you can select your layout. Is it an icon? Is it just a text and number? What is the icon? And what is the additional label you want to add? So if I go into the lessons, let's say this is like a little mini course. The community, overall community, might be set access level to open because you want to get people in, right? But you want to sell this course. So now I can go into the group settings and I want to make it for payment required. It's not going to allow me to do this now, but I want to sell this course. So the members will see the page, but as soon as they click on it or click on the first lesson, it will actually give them a payment wall and say, hey, listen, you have to pay $15 to get access to this. So you can sell a folder or a group of folder or specific pages inside of your community. Then if you want to lock a lesson, let's say that I want to do like a drip campaign. I want to set this lesson to only be available after someone completed lesson 1. So I set it to after completion and I select lesson number 1. So now what will happen if a user tries to view this lesson, it's not going to allow them to do that. I'm not sure if the preview will show me this. Let's quickly have a look. Yeah, so there you can see it says sign up required. So I can't get into this now because I need to register as a member. Let's see if this page, let's see if I make it open, if that will show it to us. No, it won't. I think it's on the. I closed it somewhere else. I'm not sure where I closed it off now. So the page is locked and people can't see. It might be the pages. Might be the pages. Let me see if we can test this now. No, still not. Okay, so it's locked somewhere else. I'm not going to waste time searching for this, but the point is that you can lock the second lesson until they mark it as complete. And this one lesson can contain 4 videos or 50, doesn't matter. It's locked as a page. Now, if you've got multiple videos, you can set each video to be marked as watched. Only when lesson one is completely watched and marked as completed can they move on to lesson number two. So it's a very nice way to lock your pages. All right, I think that is it for what I wanted to show you. Like a very, it's not quick. We've been busy 40 minutes. I don't want to waste any more time. What I can show you quickly is um, the Stacklii uh, community that we've started building. So let me open up this tab and I can show you what a live community looks like. Let me share this one. Here we go. Right, so this is what the Stacklii community will look like. This is actually a live view. So we're going to have a dashboard with announcements, a welcome video, the chat widget that I showed you. We'll have general casual conversations, or you can get design feedback where you can help, ask for help, and you can create your comments, upload pictures, add your emojis, all of those things. You can tag other users. Then we're going to have bulletin boards. This is your Reddit style boards where you can ask any tech questions. If you need any assistance with SEO or website visibility, we're going to have a voting station where we're going to post things like, what content would you guys want to see next? This or with polls like select one, two, three, five, or upvote or downvote something. So we've got different boards with different discussions, and the boards will grow as needed for more topics. We're going to have some training where you can get access to different content and and help files and things like that inside of Stacklii itself. So you don't need to go out of the system to watch the YouTube videos. We're going to load everything in here. How you can get help. So different ways that you can connect with us. Or if you have any tech questions, how can you connect with someone inside of Stacklii? You can leave your reviews, and we've got a page for rules. So this is one way that you can use your community features. You can use it in so many ways. If you just want to do like let's say what's it called, Netflix type streaming platform. You can just have a bunch of videos loaded into your system, open, someone pay you an X amount per month, and they can start playing or watching videos in different playlists or things like that. Let me see if I can load one of the other templates. Let's have a look at this one. Demo 2, and I will open up shortly for some questions, and I'll also show you what the new pricing structures would look like. So here's another example where you've got a dashboard with introduction video, courses with pages, a course folder with different pages where you can showcase your lessons, a community tab where you can have discussions with like your Facebook style posts, your discussions widget where people can have multiple channels and have chats and discussions. You can have your recordings, forums, explore, and you can add any page that you want into this community. That is the basic overview of what the community function is and the capability. Like this is a very nice example of having a playlist with 4 videos in it, but also having 2 collections, each one with 4 videos in it. So you've got different ways of showcasing lessons and things like that inside of your community. All right, let's jump into um, let's jump into the new pricing structures. So if you go to stacklii.com/pricing, the new pricing structures, all the plans are live. Now, if you are already a Stacklii user, nothing changes for you in terms of pricing. Your packages, everything is still valid. You can continue on as is. The only thing that you will get extra is you get 1 circle and 100 circle members so that you can go and play with it, test it, see if you like it or not. You also, with videos, with uploading your videos into the playlists, like I showed you here, if you use the new video widget. So in the video widget, you can upload up to 5 videos that you can track with all your current plans. So you don't need to change anything. You can, however, upgrade or downgrade to any one of the new plans if you want to. I'm not going to go over this into too much detail. It is available on the site, but a quick overview, the main 3 new plans is the personal plan for $19 a month billed annually or 24 monthly, the premium for 39 annually or 49 monthly, the elite 79 or 97. Now each one has got different access levels, but for all of them, that's the one change that we made is that for all of the basic plans, you get at least 1 funnel, at least 1 community, a bunch of members, some videos to play with, and store products. You can actually now, on the small plan, also sell 5 products. On the premium plan, you get 10 funnels, 150 pages, 1,000 community members, and 20 videos. And then on the elite plan, you get 5 websites, unlimited pages, funnels, unlimited communities, 5,000 members. If you want a smaller or a bigger plan than these, we also have the mini, which is similar to the old mini that we had. Really cheap, a cheap quick start where you get 1 website with 2 pages. You don't get any funnels, but you do get a community circle, 1 circle with 100 members. And you can also play with the video tracking to see how that works. It's a very nice way to get started. And then if you are one of the agency partners and want to go for the ultimate one, this is the big package where you get basically everything unlimited except for the email subscribers and the admins. You get unlimited of everything. So it's a great way for you to build websites for clients, build communities for clients, and resell it to them. You take this one package and you invoice your clients, 50 clients on your plan, how much ever you want for that month. So the mini and the ultimate plan is also available. So how does it work if you want to, if you are on the personal plan or the mini plan, but you want more pages on your website or more funnels or more communities or more videos? We've introduced a bunch of add-ons similar to what the email subscriber add-ons were. You can now structure your website as you please. If you want to go for the mini plan, but you've got one community, but you want more members, you can add one more community add-on that allows for more members, and you can add a video hosting video package to add more and still be on the smaller plan. Or you can decide that you want to add funnels. You can have that as an add-on. Or you want to decide you on here, but you want to start an e-commerce store. You can add on the e-commerce product or the e-commerce store side to the mini plan and remain on the small plan. Now, each of the add-ons comes at its own cost. Let me show that to you quickly. Hold on, let me go back to this page. Here you go. So For additional websites, you can add additional websites with unlimited pages and unlimited pop-ups and one additional admin for $12 a month extra. You can add additional funnels to your project. You can have either 5 funnels, 20 funnels, or unlimited. Video hosting, where this is not like the old where you embed your videos, that you can still do unlimited as normal. This is just for the videos that you upload and host in Stacklii that you can track. There's 3 options. You can add 30 videos or not. All plans have 5, but if you take this plan, you get a total of 30 videos, not 35. You get a total of 30, a total of 100 videos, or unlimited videos for the bigger plans. So you can add this into your builder as needed. Then the communities and the circles, there's 4 tiers. All plans, even the old users, already have 1 circle. So you are already on community tier 0. You've got 1 circle with 100 members. You cannot add paywalls, access levels, or drip campaigns to this. And you only get 1 discussion board or wall. This is just to test to see if you like it or not. Then you can upgrade to any one of the other tiers if you want more. Tier 1 will give you that 1 community with 1,000 members, the unlimited pages, all the paywalls, the access level for your users, all the video tracking. Tier 2 will give you 5 circles and 5,000 members, plus you get 30 videos. So you don't have to take an additional video add-on. You already get 30 videos with this plan. With Tier 3, unlimited circles, 10,000 members, and 50 videos. And then for Tier 4 is the bigger one where you get unlimited circles, unlimited members, and 100 videos into your plan. The marketing and email subscribers are still the same exactly as they was. Nothing changed over here. If you want to add an e-commerce functionality, full e-commerce capability like Shopify or any online store, it's $24 a month where you've got unlimited product sales tracking, upsells, downsells, recurring payments, subscription payments, all those things. Then you can add additional admins. If you want to add more team members into your website, you can add additional admins, and that admin will automatically also become a booking operator in your scheduling and booking system. Then, especially if you're going to run big video driven courses, at some point you might need to upgrade your bandwidth. It's 25 cents per month per additional gig. But I mean, the plans already have quite a lot. If you look at, here we go. So the traffic on the mini plan alone, there's 2 gig. It's a lot of traffic. So you already get a lot of traffic, but then you can add on just whatever you need. On this page, there's also a very nice breakdown of what, like a comparison of what each plan has included. So that is all I can, it's all I can think of that I need to get out to you guys now. Tomorrow evening, all of this, all the new features, everything we discussed will already be active in your plan. If not, it will be available within the next few hours. Go ahead and go and play with it. Tomorrow, more or less the same time, I think, or 6 o'clock South African time, there's another Q&A session, another live meeting like this, where if you did play, bring your questions, come join in, let's discuss, let's sort out whatever you need. And then also again on Friday afternoon. For those of you that are on the call currently, do we have any questions? You are more than welcome to unmute yourself. Have a chat. Let me hear if you've got any comments or questions.
Hi, Stefan. Thank you so much. That's really informative and great, and I appreciate your time.
Awesome.
I think for me, the biggest question would be, obviously the community looks amazing, and having a circle for our course, our online course would be great. Yeah. So I think my big question is, if someone is currently has access to the funnel or to the workshop, and now we create a community and it all moves across, how do we move that person across? if that makes sense.
So do you mean when they are already a member
Yeah, so they're
inside of your
member.
CRM?
Yeah, so they're already a member now, and
Right.
then we go and we create this new circle. How do I make sure
Yeah.
that they are transferred across without them kind of having to do anything?
Yeah, got it. All right. So there's a few ways that you can do this. In your CRM, you'll see that there's also now a community tab added, which is
Okay.
extra. So you can either assign them to that circle and just add them. As soon as you hit add, they will automatically be added into that circle. If you want to do it manually like this, but depends on the access level. If your circle is, if you want to have it like a paid circle, you're not going to add them like this because you would want them to pay that subscription or that monthly fee, right? So you would create a standard sales page with a payment wall, or in the community, you would lock, like I showed you, the access to the pages themselves. So you would lock this access level to payment required where they can then pay you. The
Okay.
other thing that you can do is have a normal members login or registration page, which I would recommend because at the end of the day, having a community, you want to build connections, you want to collect data, you want to generate leads, right? So I
Mm.
would lock them for members of a specific group, like what I now did for the Stacklii website is lock them for a specific group. And inside of my memberships, I just added a, let's call it the demo community uh, membership group. Okay. So I created a membership group, and the redirect page is then literally the dashboard page of your circle, and then have them register on a normal landing page to get access to this. So there's quite a few different ways to do this, and it all depends on what would make logical sense to you because I mean, I take it from my own side. I won't necessarily be happy if I bought a course from you. That's awesome. But I won't necessarily be happy if you just willy-nilly add me to a community and people start engaging with me if I
Yeah.
didn't consent to that. So I would recommend rather than adding people, except if they ask you, rather have a separate page on your website where they can either pay or register as a member to that community. Just from that consent point of view where I do want to be here, yes, you can communicate me, that kind of thing.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. Any
Okay,
other
cool.
questions?
Thanks.
Any questions regarding any of the widgets or functionality?
I think with the review thing, that's also
Hmm.
very cool. I mean, I just think sometimes I could be a little bit silly with clicking something. What happens if someone goes and by mistake clicks a 2 star and then they want to undo it? There's no way.
There's no way.
Okay.
There's
So they
there's
have to
no way.
be very click savvy.
Unfortunately, yes. But I mean,
Okay.
any review system is like that. If you think of going into a Google review or writing like that, almost all of them is, as soon as they clicked that, it's locked in.
Okay.
But if someone comes to you and say, "Oh, I feel so bad. I gave you a 1 star rating," you can tell them, "Well, go back and give me five stars then to make up."
Yeah.
Um, Coming to think of it, I actually haven't tested if a user, if one member can do multiple reviews. I have not tested that. Seeing that I just spoke about it now, that's maybe something to investigate. I think it might be possible for people to give you multiple reviews,
And
but
then
the comments you can moderate.
if someone is visiting the website for the first time, but let's say has worked with us or whatever it might have been, when I go and I write a review, are they asking for my email address or is it just anyone can go and write?
So it depends on if this page is locked for them or not. If it's an open page or the review widget is on your normal website, it's
Yeah.
available. If you put the review widget on your homepage of your website, it's open to anyone. They don't need to log in. They can literally give a
Yeah.
star rating, give a review. Yeah,
Okay.
that's So I would also say, be mindful of where you place this. Obviously, you're not going to place this on a contact page where someone can, someone will probably go to your contact page and search for details if they're mad at you or something. I'd rather have this as a separate page where you can send someone an email after they became a client of yours. They say, "Oh, it's so great." Send them a link to the review page, or just have it showcased somewhere. Um, yeah, so a few things to think about where you place it, and what type of access you give. Do you just approve the reviews and the replies or not?
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Pleasure. Any other questions? Oh, this thing is not closed, so I
Not
can't
right
even
now. I'm sure
show
I'm going
you
to have
that.
a million going forward, though.
Yeah. So what I want to invite you to do is go and play with this because you've got it. It should already be active in your system. Go
Cool.
create like a demo one. You can, if you want to, create also like a demo one, play with it, and when you're done, just unpublish and delete it, and create your official one if you want to, or stop playing with it like an official one.
Mm.
And write down your questions, make notes, and join me again tomorrow. The email for the Q&A sessions will go out tomorrow morning, where you can register for tomorrow evening's Q&A and also for Friday. If
Okay.
you
What
want
time
to,
is Friday's one?
I think it's 1 p.m.
Okay.
I don't have the time in front of me now. I think it's 1 p.m.
Okay,
So go
cool.
and register for both if you want to, and send me the questions, mail it to me, or if you can't be in the meeting, or come to the meeting tomorrow or Friday, and you know, let me know what you think and where you need help with.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I will.
Awesome. And then I'll also send out a link to this recording in the help files.
Oh, that'll be
So,
great. Thanks.
sorry.
That'll be great. Thanks.
Yeah. In the help files, there's already a community section. I'll load in the walkthrough video in here as soon as we are done now. And then also in the widgets section, a completely new community section has been loaded, which gives you step-by-step instructions on all the widgets that we discussed tonight.
Oh, cool.
All
Okay.
right. So the content is already available for you to figure out how this works. And then the video in the community and circle will give you walkthroughs on things like page settings, all the settings in here, moderation, examples of active members, and what that looks like.
Okay, fabulous.
All right. Any other questions? I quickly want to show you this. Um, So if you go into your CRM or even in the circles and the members, you're going to see basically um, the same view. So in your circle, if let's assign this person to that circle, immediately you get all of this information.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. So for the circles, it gives you the demo circle number one. I want to see the student's progress. They've got 3 out of 7 videos or pages watched. The student, I want to track, see which ones they completed, the dates that they completed. So if a student comes to you and say, I can't get access to module number 2, you can actually go in and see, oh, it's because you didn't finish module number 1.
Mm.
So you can track it. And also, when you do courses for certification, you can actually see if a student did complete everything. Okay, yes, they can cheat, they can mark a video as complete, but you can disable that feature if you want to. So this is
Okay.
for normal track content. And if you do have paid content in that circle, you'll see exactly the same view for the pages that they need to pay for, plus the revenue, um, what the subscription fees look like, and all of that. And all those subscriptions will fall under your normal subscriptions, your marketing, everything now ties into that community, which is
Okay.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can also assign specific users now to a community. So if you want to assign If you've got some of your team members loaded, you can assign them as moderators or admins or even community members that are really active and engaging and, they help people. You can assign your community members now as moderators of comments and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice changes.
Yeah, very cool. That yeah, the circle is really cool. I think we can use that quite
Yeah.
nicely.
All right. Any other questions, Melissa? I know you joined late. I don't
Yeah,
know if
so
you've
sorry,
have any
Stefan.
questions.
Sorry for joining late. I just had a
No,
bit
it's
of
fine.
technical issues on my side, as always. We are living in the bush, you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I will go through everything on my own time. Thanks for the recording. That will help a lot. And then I'll pop over some questions.
Awesome. I'll
in
send you guys
Jesus'
the
name.
link to this recording as soon as it's published.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Thanks so
Awesome.
much, Stefan.
Only a pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for the Q&A.
Perfect. I don't know if I'll be tomorrow, but I can try and be there on Friday.
100%.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you very
Stefan.
much.
Thanks, Stefan.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.